Hey YouTube. In addition to my full-length videos, I also occasionally put out animated GIFs using the footage that's going into these full-length videos. And one of the most frequent comments I get is asking, why do I always use vertical video? It always looks like it's shot on a cell phone being held the wrong direction. And the reason I do this is because I'm very limited by the resolutions I can use on this particular camera. My high-speed camera, as it uses higher and higher frame rates, has to use lower and lower resolutions. Just for an example, a 1280 by 720 video that's shot at 30 frames per second has to record over 27 million pixels of information every second. This doesn't go into color depth or bit depth or anything like that. That's just the number of pixels it has to record. Filming at 336 pixels by 96 pixels at 1200 frames per second, that's over 38 million pixels per second. 720p was 27 million and 1200 is 38 million pixels per second. That's a lot of information that has to be stored, so I'm limited by that unusual aspect ratio and that incredibly low resolution. To make the best of this, I will usually turn the camera on its side in order to catch the most of the action using as many pixels as I can. Having a lot of dead space means that I've wasted all of those 38 million pixels per second on pieces of image that don't have any useful information. Although they may seem inconvenient at the first glance, these very long and narrow aspect ratios are very useful if you're trying to look at high-speed events. Having a square aspect ratio means that you have the same number of pixels both vertically and horizontally with which to follow the motion of an object. Using a very long and skinny aspect ratio, that means that if you have an object that's moving very quickly in one direction but not very quickly in the other, for example a BB flying through the air or a bullet being shot, you can follow it very easily using the long direction of your high-speed video. And finally, the last reason that I prefer to use these long skinny videos in their vertical orientation is that you don't gain any resolution by scaling it up to fill the entire screen. Whether it's viewed vertically or viewed horizontally, it's still going to be scaled up by quite a bit, being only 96 pixels tall and 336 pixels wide. It doesn't matter what way you look at it, it's still going to be scaled and distorted slightly. So I'd rather have it viewed in the orientation that it was filmed, so that at least you have a bit of a consistent frame of reference as you watch everything happening. I hope you found this interesting, and I hope it answered a few questions you may have about high-speed video and why sometimes they appear in that skinny vertical video orientation. If you'd like to see more stuff like this, check out my channel. Thanks for watching.